We is here. We is here. Is it HEAR or HERA? Here. Or is it HEYA? I don't know.
All right, and your stream just came through, so
We're
let me
good.
send it over.
Round up, homies. Come on in. I like this better. I like talking about YouTube and internet, man, better than I even talking about real estate. So let me ask you this, AJ, do you like talking about YouTube and stuff rather as opposed to doing church, their installations, or do you like them both the same?
Well, honestly, I really haven't had a chance to really talk that much about the YouTube stuff because
Do it. You just did it.
Yeah, it was mainly me on stuff like this trying to talk, but I really hadn't had. Right before COVID, I had a couple of kids that were interested, and I was supposed to be teaching, but then COVID hit, and I hadn't had a chance to really do nothing.
So it sounds like this is a warranted open new opportunity for you as well.
Yeah, very much so.
Roundup, come on in. Today we're talking about how to start and grow your YouTube channel. I love this conversation because Sean Cannell said, as I was going through his training, if you're an entrepreneur and you don't have a YouTube channel, that's just irresponsible. That's just irresponsible. So much opportunity out there. We are going to be doing channel audits. Hold on a second. Start. Grow. We're going to be doing channel audits today, and let me get that link for anybody that wants to come in. We have time to do 3 today. I'll put that link here if you want to come on. I can't bring you on immediately, but I'll put it in the. Oh, Smitty, what up? Smitty's in the building. The link to come on is going to be in the chat. So if you want to come on live with us right now, you'll be taken to a waiting room and I'll see you pop up. And if we'll do a channel audit with the man, AJ. My name is Kris Haskins, and my mission and ministry is to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship and content creation. I'm adding that on to that. Doing that, I get to hang out with my boy, AJ, the CEO/AJ Holmes. What up, homie?
Nothing much, man. Doing our thing. You help educating them with real estate, and I'm helping churches modernize their media ministry so that they can leverage this as well.
I'm telling you, my friend, AJ and I have over 105,000 subscribers combined. Both of our goals is to get to 100,000 by the end of this year, and I know we can do it, brother.
Very much so. Very much so.
Wouldn't it be something we had 100,000 at the beginning of January, and then next January we have 200? Could you imagine?
Man, yes, very much so. I was actually thinking about that the other day. I actually mocked up my my TubeBuddy thing where it tells you what your subscribers are, and I was making 100,000, and then something was like saying, "Go ahead and just do 1,000,000." Then after that, I just kept watching reactions of compilations of people going over 1,000,000. I kind of what they say. I felt that in my shana for a little bit.
So Roundup, AJ and I have come together just to educate you as much as we can based on our experience. Short term, we're not YouTube gurus. We're just 2 guys that have actually been able to build large audiences on YouTube, and it's been able to benefit us tremendously in our businesses. So today we wanted to go over our video. What did I call it? YouTube video upload checklist. YouTube video upload checklist. And don't forget, if you want to come on, that link is in the video description if you want to come on live with us, and it's in the chat also. Let me type that in. Here. If you want to come on for a channel audit, that link is in the video description. AJ, just give us the mindset I'm going to bring this on the screen. Give us a mindset as you are uploading your videos and creating your videos. Where are you at? Just take us there where you're starting to create.
Honestly, what I really try and create is not necessarily, it sounds like a double entendre. Is that the right word? I don't know. It feels like it's just 2 minds at the same time. I'm looking to make sure my content is relevant for now, or as Sean Cannon will say it, or anybody else that's actually teaching, is to have evergreen content, meaning that your content is good for right now and is good for years to come. Because what's the point in putting in, you get a one-hit wonder and then no one else is watching that thing again? That's what I sit back and make sure. So can it reach the masses I want to right now? And can the masses reach it again a year from now and going on? So it's like both of us are musicians, to where you drop a nice hit to where people are still buying it years later.
Yeah, continuity. I love it. So AJ and I have created a YouTube video upload checklist. I want you to know that link for you to get your own checklist, so you don't have to continue to watch this thing over and over. This is the checklist. We are going to go over this today together. AJ and I put this together for you. We went back and forth to just look, what are the things, what is exactly we do? What are the settings? What do we keep in mind? Where do we point people in cards? What's on the screen? How do we put our data together? So this is a short, and we'll be adding this because we just did this in the last week. So when you get this link, you will have it forever. And it's a Google Doc. As soon as you click on it, you'll be able to pull this up and follow along right now as we go over this checklist. You got to have a checklist. AJ, how important is it to have something as you're making your videos?
I mean, it over time, it's important, because until you get something like this, sooner or later, you're going to have to develop it. Unless you're just, sooner or later, you get tired of winging it and you want to master your time. Like you can always get money, you can always get cars, you can get houses, you can get all that, but the one thing you can never get back is your time.
Yep.
The more and more you start getting into this, you want to be very radical about how you use your time and who you give your time to, because you're never going to get it back.
Good
So
point.
your checklist will help you be more efficient with your time.
Yeah. Thank you so much for working with me on this, AJ.
Yeah,
So let's
yeah.
get right into it. We got an hour here together, and I want to remind you, if you want to come on live for a channel audit, we have time to do 3. That link is in the video description. It'll be a StreamYard, and I will see you in the back office as we go over our checklist. Let's do this, AJ. So the first one you got is customize your channel's homepage. Let me blow it up a little bit. You want to start with that one, AJ?
Sure. And I think we were talking about this as well. This is going to be like further. So when, I don't know if y'all watched the other video when we were going over, what was it, healthy lifestyle. Guy that had a channel about like holistic living and things like that.
Yeah.
And this was kind of what we talked about. So this isn't necessarily for you to customize your channel right now. It's more of the upload. So you're going to see this comment again as we develop and do other videos. But when you're making a video, think about it again. You are a store owner. You have great content that's being available to your viewers.
Yep.
You want to think in your mind, okay, I run this apparel store. Would you put sneakers in your sweaters section? Would you put your sweaters in your jeans section? You need to think, when whatever video you're making, where is it going to be filtered so that people who are coming after the initial launch of this video, can they easily find it, or is it going to be buried somewhere down below?
Easily find it.
Like, is it categorized as some type of way? Like we said, like if you're doing cooking, is it entrees? Is it desserts? Is it appetizers? Filter it that way so it makes it easy for people to find it. You don't want it. You're going to find your true fans. Your true fans will digest and consume whatever content that you want. But that is the small amount of group. Especially when you're starting out, you need to be able to show all your wares to everybody from beginning. So it's not a hassle, because honestly, when people are online, not in a negative sense, they're lazy. They want it to be offered to them, because that's the reason why they do it, because they can get to it fast. If they go to your channel fast and it takes them more than 5 seconds to find something, they'll probably go somewhere else.
Yeah, they're gone. That's so crazy you brought this up, AJ. I'm learning from you. I'm recategorizing my homepage too, based on the stuff that you're doing. So that homepage is just a beast. When I go to see people's homepages and it's just a bunch of people's faces and no good thumbnails, and some videos we might not have into the same vein of the message that we're giving out. So we want to move those here and put different things that we want the public. And how about videos that are performing well, AJ? Do we put them in a certain place too?
Well, I would say, like, if we were really doing the customize, you could make a customize to say these are my most popular videos, and you just put that up once, and then YouTube will automatically do that for you.
Gotcha. So roundup today, we are talking about YouTube, how to grow and start your YouTube channel with my boy AJ, the CEO. So the link to download this checklist is in the video description. Okay, so get this. This is the same thing that I use. Let me tell you why I use it, because when you're focusing on creating content, I want to ask AJ, so much going through your head. Oh my God, presentation, your delivery, the words you're going to use, how do you look, how's the lighting, camera, blah, 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 blah. The last thing you want to do is say, did I remember this? Did I remember that? I mean, it could drive you crazy. So that's why we created this thing, so you can just say boom, 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 boom. Got it all done. All right. Okay, so homepage. Next one. Add chapters in the video description.
Yeah, I mean, it's the fact, I forgot when they actually added this, but this makes it really easy. And you know what I should add to this as well too?
I'll type it in.
Call that out in your video.
We got it right here. We got it down here, AJ.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, that's the one thing is the fact that you are putting chapters or breakout or timestamps in your videos. It makes it very easy for if you're doing a tutorial and somebody could be like, oh, like I do when I do a video of me building something, I have a certain section to where if somebody was like, man, I forgot what he did, and instead of forcing them to watch through an entire 20 minutes of it, they can just click on this and then go right back to it, and they'll appreciate you for that. Because
Good
again,
point.
just like we talk about, we respect our time. You can't get anybody to respect your time if you can't respect their time.
That's true.
And that's very simple for you to do. It's just, I mean, again, it's your bullet points. Well, we talked about it before, and your checklist. If you're doing an outline or whatever that you're talking about, you don't have to write the whole thing out. If you want to, that makes it easy too. Just do your bullet points, and your bullet points are your timestamps or your chapters.
Yep. So that's what we're going to do to this one as well. So if you don't want to watch this whole thing and you want to get right to it, just go download the checklist so you can boom, boom, boom. Remember that you don't have to watch this whole video for us to explain it if you just need a checklist.
Yep.
So we'll timestamp this. The chapters, if you look at anybody's video, and you'll see it too, it'll actually break up in the timeline while you're watching it. Chapter 1, chapter 2, and you do that just by putting the times in there. It's real simple.
Yeah, and also the timestamps don't, like, you're not going to see them on this video because timestamps don't work on live. They show up after the fact. So if you premiere a video, they show up after.
Yeah, we'll put them on after. So every one of the bullet points we're doing here will have a timestamp on that. The chapters is very important. AJ, from what I read too, each time somebody clicks on a chapter, it gives you another view.
That's new. I like that. I didn't know that was true. That's cool.
Yep, that's what I've read. Obviously I got to confirm that with YouTube, but every time, so they're skipping around. It's like boom, boom, boom. You might have one person giving you 5 views on a video.
Cool.
Let's see, social media links, brother AJ.
I mean, it's what's they call it? It's free equity. It's that's just the term, because I forgot the name of the book, but I think it might have been Sean. It was either Sean Cannell's book or it was somebody's book that I read. That it was talking about you only need 100 dedicated people to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
Because those are your true fans that no matter what happens, they're gonna follow you. They will digest any content that you come out, do whatever. And your social media is important. I don't want to be political by me saying this, but it's important because if you lose access to anything, it's good that everybody knows where you're at. So if something happens to one platform, you can send out a message on another platform to let them know what's going on. but then also you're doing that to build a community. Now, for the people who want to know, there's monetary benefits to each platform, and why leave money on the table?
Mm-hmm. So social media links, we put those in every one. And plus you need to cross pollinate. You don't know how people consume content. You want to be everywhere that they are. I know I'm sick of Facebook, right? Because I get so many ads. So sometimes I like to go on Instagram and Twitter. Sometimes I just go just to see what's up with Robert Kiyosaki or any other the experts that I'm following.
Some Grant Cardone or something like that.
Yeah, be everywhere, y'all. All right. So we're going over the video upload checklist for everybody that's going to be putting videos out. Mention an affiliate product and place the link in the video description.
Yeah, honestly, and we talked about this. Amazon affiliate is normally the bare minimum. Almost everybody on YouTube who's trying to do something signs up for that because it's the easiest thing to sign up for. Best Buy has them, Target has them, Walmart has them, almost every company has them, but Amazon only because almost everybody shops in some way, shape, or form from Amazon. The easiest way to get started with this is just sign up for Amazon, and contrary to your gear that you don't think is adequate, somebody is interested in the gear that you're doing. Yep. So just sign up for Amazon, make a link with your unique identifier that they give you with all the stuff that you use, and just put it at the bottom, and just literally just have a section in your description of every video that just says gear I used, or my current gear, or gear I used to make this video, and just list it there. You would be surprised how many people are interested in how to get the look that you're doing.
That's crazy, AJ. You opening up me for that, because I mean, a matter of fact, I'm starting to get emails now for people that want to know what gear we're using. I had never thought about that. That's why I like doing this with you, because we send people to other, training products, lenders, finance people, software, all type of stuff. So I think what you said was like what you said, the bare minimum. I don't want people to get overloaded, AJ. Why would you say free translation capsules? Why would you say Amazon's the bare minimum?
I mean, just because they're the easiest and they're the biggest. I think they're doing, I don't know the number, but I know they're doing hundreds of millions of dollars every day.
Yep.
And why not put a toll booth that the people who are watching your videos, they're not paying any extra. It's just they're saying your affiliate code is just saying they got to Amazon through you for 24 hours. That's it. That's all. That just means Amazon is like, hey, instead of us doing an ad on TV, let's pay, instead of putting $100,000 in ads for one day, we can pay you $1 for your services.
That's sweet. So Roundup, AJ is talking about Amazon. Just go to Amazon, scroll to the bottom, and it will say become an affiliate. Now, you don't have to own or create any products.
Nope.
Nothing. AJ, break it down for them, because I know for me, it took me 8 years to understand how affiliate works. You want to give them a 40,000 foot view?
Sure. I mean, it's pretty much just like we talk about from advertising. When these companies go to Fox, ABC, NBC, all these channels and stuff like that, they're paying up front with the hope that the advertisement that they put on, let's go with the Super Bowl. I'm not a sports person, but for Super Bowl, it's like millions for like 60 seconds.
Yep.
And the whole idea is, okay, we'll pay $1 million for 60 seconds and it's going to be in front of maybe millions of people, to where if one person, if they get out of them, say 50 million people are watching a game or something like that, most likely 10% will watch that, and boom, you just got something off of that. That's how that money works, compared to if you have an affiliate, they click on it and will pay you only after someone else has bought a product. They didn't have to spend nothing in advertising, bless you, until they've already bought something, and you're just the gateway to bring them there.
Just all you're doing is saying, hey, go check this out.
Yep, that's it.
Go check it out. You don't got to create nothing. You don't got to develop a product. You don't got to worry about marketing. You don't got to worry about the shipping. None of that stuff. Here's one of AJ's videos he did yesterday. I don't know, a couple of days ago. You can see at the bottom, you got 1,000,000 affiliates in here, AJ.
Well, the first ones are me. And then now my current video gear is kind of like that list that I'm talking about.
So all this is affiliate stuff.
Yes.
I need them to understand, Roundup, pay close attention to this. I need you to understand, if anybody just clicks on this, AJ will get paid if they buy. Is it just this, or is it like anything from Amazon?
Anything from Amazon in 24 hours.
Anything, y'all. You're talking about stupid money. Just imagine you got 500 of these videos out with this. Just get one person a day. One person a day. So this is what you're loaded. So I'm presuming you got all this stuff cut and paste.
Yes, I have them loaded in my default, so I don't have to do this. I only do it once, and then when I got a new camera, I added when I got this overhead camera right here, I changed that to my link and added that as another camera to where now when people are like, "Hey, AJ, I noticed the difference," I was like, "It's in the description." Or somebody asked me today when I did a video on how to do green screen. They're like, "Where'd you get your green screen?" It's in the description.
Just go right to the description. I need to start. You know what? That's why I love talking to you. I need to start doing more of this stuff. Anyway. All right. So this is exactly why I don't want y'all to do the same thing that happened to me. I think. Anyway, so let's do this. Next, I could go on and on about this stuff. So much to learn. So Amazon affiliates, AJ bare minimum, and then for me, because AJ and I did this together, talk about your affiliates. Talk about them, y'all. When the video comes on, hey, if you want to do something for me, Prop Stream, if you look right in the corner there, Kris Property Data, they're one of our biggest affiliates. So we drive a ton of traffic to them for real estate software, and we get paid every time somebody else signs up. Talk about them. AJ, do you ever say, hey, check them out?
Yes, but I guess with me, I'm different because I know my audience. So for my audience, I've already said on my community and to my group that if you see any product that's on my channel that I talk about, I've used it first. So yeah. I don't come off as even though I am a salesman, I don't come off as a salesman. Yeah. I'm not trying to convince anybody to buy anything. I just do a unbiased opinion. And then I'm like, I leave it as there it is. Also, if you look at all my videos, this is the product that I just talked about. I am using it. Or if I buy a product and it's crap, I'm saying, hey, I no longer use it because it's crap. And I'm just honest with it. And I've had a lot of people who I got a sponsorship with Melon. It's a company making kind of a software, kind of like StreamYard. Mm-hmm. I did a review of them and I had a bunch of people come back to me and said, man, thank you for the review. It's like you didn't even try and sell us on it. I was like, because I wasn't trying to sell you. I'm doing a review. You sell yourself.
There you go. I think that's the best too, AJ, as opposed to trying to cram stuff down people's throat. Let them see what it is. You decide what the hell you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly. A good, they call it a soft sales. Even right like today, we're not necessarily selling you anything. I think AJ's the same way. I really don't want y'all to go through the crap that we had to go through to grow this thing. Hey, whether I'm speaking for myself, I don't know about AJ.
Mm-hmm. No, I completely agree. I think once you get your head in the game, know the strategies, because the strategies would get you a lot further, but it won't get you all the way. The strategies are honestly 20% of the whole thing. You are 80% of everything else.
But I think it kind of it's like a frequency, AJ. Sometimes you depend on the strategy, the keywords, the chapters, the links, all that stuff. Then sometimes you kind of depend on the talent in front of presence in front of the camera, the delivery. Mm-hmm. I think it can go up and down because some people have horrible delivery, but what they're doing is just sticking.
Yeah. I mean, because again, the mechanics of what we're talking about, almost anybody can do. That doesn't take talent. That doesn't take, you need to have a certain camera to do. Right. No, that has nothing to do with it. The idea is this checklist can, and most people are scared of this, but the checklist will get you to the point where you realize it's not your gear, it's not your links, it's not your tags, it's not nothing in your description, it's you. Mm-hmm. You literally have to sell yourself on you.
Yep.
So if we can help you with your strategies, now we can fast track you to realize, get you to the point where I actually believe in myself, and that I can, if Kris and AJ can do it and they ain't no better than me, they ain't no smarter than me, then I can do it too. Your belief is really what gets you over that. So, this is a belief builder. Most people look at the strategies, the equipment, and they hang their hat on that. But we're trying to tell you, it's like, yeah, we'll give you that. But ultimately, this is really meant to get you to believe in you.
Yep. I like when you said that I'm no better. I'm like, man, I'm just a guy. Just a guy, man. Lynchburg, Virginia, band nerd, come to Hampton University. If we could do it, I promise y'all can do this, man. You can do this.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's stay here just for a second because we already mentioned it. Tell the viewers about the chapters, AJ.
Now, I guess like for me, like could you cut back over to my video? I think I have chapters on that one. And no, I think that was me talking. If you go to, I did one right before that. Go to the videos at the top.
I am at the top.
Yeah, that video. Okay. And go to the ATEM one, that very last one I did yesterday. And if you scroll down, and then nice, and expand out the description there. There you go.
That's chapters, y'all. All
you got to do is put the time, and that's it. And this is my breakdown, so that when somebody, my default, I always have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6 things that are always common in mine. I always start off with the video intro, the opener, the greeting, content start, and then at the end, I always have my shout outs to my supporters, and then my outro. Everything else I add in between.
Gotcha. Sweet. You got to have this stuff, y'all. Getting that extra click. Fill out the About Page tab. Put something meaningful on your About Page, including professional email address for serious business inquiries.
Yeah, I mean, most people, I've seen even big multi-million subscriber people that just say, hey, I'm just a dude that vlogs, and that's it. And I'm like, that's fine, but I don't know their business, and I'm just being honest. You need to put something so the people, because most people don't go to the About tab. So if somebody does go to the About tab, they've put the effort into going there. Put something there, because you never know. Like, I got a contact from Bose, and I did I had a sponsor with them, and they found a contact to me from the About page.
Mm-hmm.
Like, again, we're talking about don't leave stuff on the table. Like, how hard is it just to fill it out? What is your purpose? Like, I don't think I have it in wording like that, but mine is like, my whole goal is to help media ministries, no matter who they are. And then in some way, shape, or form, I say, if you contact me, if it ain't about media ministry, you will be ignored. So like, if somebody says, hey, can you do, I want to be careful I don't say them, because if they reach out to me, we'll have this conversation. I'll say it anyway. So if like Raycon reaches out to me to be a sponsor, sure. Can you give me something that's applicable on how I can use your product for media ministries? Like me, because I'm a musician, I'm like, oh, can I hook this up as in-ear monitors for our musicians? Then of course, yeah, I would promote your stuff to high heaven after I've used it and tested and proven it that it's worked. I have people contact me all the time. Like, I had somebody contact me today talking about like, hey, they found me on the About page, and they said, hey, would you like to sample this floor mat? I'm like, how is this applicable to media ministry? It's not. No, I'm not interested. I mean, some of y'all might be like, I don't care who they are. That's fine if that's your prerogative. Me, because I know my audience and what my niche is, if it don't match that, I don't do it.
Yeah, people reach out to me to do interviews and all type of stuff, and it has to be congruent. Dan Kennedy says, be congruent. Don't get on, like, for me to speak on, they want me to talk about multifamily, AJ, just to let you know, right? I'm like, I've only done one multifamily, hundreds of I've only done one multifamily. So for me to get up and speak on it's not even congruent with my brand.
Mhm.
And people will sniff you out. They'll sniff you if you're not being congruent or you're speaking on something that you don't know all the way about. Man, people funny. They fickle
Yeah.
and congruent.
Yep.
All right. So roundup, we're here today. AJ and I, we had a few more bullets to go through with you, but go to the video description. Download this checklist. It's absolutely free. We're giving it away. So you have your own checklist when you create your videos. Did I do this? Boom. I need this. I have to have it. And if you want to come on, make sure I put that link in the video description as well. We will do a YouTube channel audit for you. We'll get AJ the man's input on how you can make your channel look better. All right, AJ, next, ask for the subscribe, like, and share. Strong call to actions must be made.
Yeah. I mean, I think about it. I mean, think about YouTube again. I use this analogy over and over again that this is your digital storefront. How do you feel? Now, again, I'm black. Kris, you're black. I'm not playing a race card, but I'm just telling you from my experience. If I go into a store and I'm trying to buy something and no one asks me, how may I help you? I leave.
Yep.
So again,
They're just watching you. You're moving around.
Yeah.
You're looking, they just on the phone.
So I think this is almost kind of like the reverse. It's like, look, hey, if you like what you're seeing around here, I'm not asking you to buy nothing. I'm just asking you to like and share. That's it.
Wow.
That's it.
Deep, man. That is really deep. My wife hates that.
I mean, but again, you don't again, from my church, I'm dealing with people who technology is new to them. I had to explain, I had to do a video on what subscribing means for YouTube, because a lot of people in my church, they're like, man, AJ, we like what you're doing, but I don't want to subscribe because I don't want to get caught into having to pay for something. I was like, no, okay. That's subscription as in a magazine. No, that doesn't mean the same thing.
That's deep, AJ. Stay there for a moment, AJ. Tell me about these people. Are they common?
Yeah, you'll be surprised. Again, most people that look like you saw on a couple of my videos, they're ads. When I hit 1,000 to get ads, I was ready to fire off ads, but I had to have a strategy with it. But I say all that to say that the stuff that y'all are listening to right now, not that there are way more people who are viewers of YouTube more than they are content creators of YouTube. So they don't know the inner workings of it. Like I had one guy talking about before I started doing really particulars in my ads. Oh, I'm not watching this anymore. You got too many ads. I'm like, well, actually, it's automatic. I had YouTube pick the ads. So you're seeing a whole bunch of ads because YouTube saying this content is fire right now. So we're getting more money on it. So YouTube started putting more ads on it. Most people don't know that. Or most people don't know that you actually have a choice to turn on ads or not. Or most people don't know the benefits of YouTube. So all this stuff, most people don't know. So if you don't tell them, they won't know.
Ask for it, y'all. Do not be ashamed. Do not feel ashamed to say, hey, look, if you like what you're watching, like the content, hit the button for me. I'm out here working. I feel like Ronald Grant used to say, I'm prostituting my body for you. We're out here working, just like right now, we're working. If you like the content, I will ask at this time, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to both of our channels. Share it with any other investors. AJ, who do you want your people to share your content with?
Well, see, I'm kind of in the middle ground right now. My niche is media. This is me stepping into another niche of teaching YouTube. So right now, outside of this, I don't have a platform to really recommend. If they're interested in media and technology from that for churches, yeah, hit me up.
Boom. But still somebody has everything that they can share. You know that. Round up, get your questions in. We'll go over with AJ. We've got a couple more things coming in. Next one, AJ, create playlists and make sure you can download this checklist in the video description. Create playlists. You can curate your content, group videos together so that viewers can consume more of your content.
Yeah, and this is something that I work with my churches about too. So hopefully y'all can understand this. Typical church service, now from COVID, it's like an hour, maybe
Yeah,
shorter, but it used to be longer than that.
the
And
spirit.
I try and tell my churches who I'm teaching, and this is the same thing for YouTube, but it depends on your content. From a church standpoint, I was like, stop holding your viewers hostage.
What you mean?
Meaning that, okay, if you got a video that's 2 hours long, you're forcing people and holding them hostage to watch your entire video.
Yeah, you can't leave.
Instead, hey, like one of my favorite quotes, the mind can take what the butt can withstand. So no one's going to sit and just watch your stuff for 2 hours. Let me put it this way. People will watch your content for that long, but that is the slim minority who will do that. So this is an old grocery store trick. You ever been to the grocery store, Chris, where they say, oh, they got some Chef Boyardee, 4 cans of it, and they're going for $1.25 each. But nobody's buying it. But then the next week you go and they say buy 4 cans and get another one for free for this price. It's the exact same thing. So your playlist on a given topic is twofold. If you have a very long topic, if you chop that up into the average amount of time that people watch a video, now they feel empowered to be like, oh, this video is only 5 minutes. Man, that was good. Let me go to the next one in the series, And now they're choosing to watch your entire video that's been split up into multiple videos compared to like, oh my gosh, man, it's still another hour left in this video. And now you're getting them to want to stay instead of them feeling they have to stay.
Gotcha. So set them to a playlist, y'all. Use upload defaults, AJ. There's a lot of things people lead to successful YouTube channels, tags, affiliates, timestamps, playlists. Good gracious.
Yeah, it's the idea is all the stuff that we're talking about, it can be overwhelming if you have to do that every single video.
Checklist.
But this checklist can be put into your upload defaults so that when I said that I use my timestamps, so let me see if I can share this with you. Let me make sure I get the right screen. All right. So this is my upload defaults. This is what I have uploaded in YouTube. So every time a video comes in, when I upload it, it will automatically drop all of this stuff in my description. Gotcha. And I don't have to type it again. So these are the things I told you about. Every video always has this because it automatically puts it in there. So when that list of your equipment, I only put it in my upload defaults once. I make the change here. So every video going forward would have that change instead of me copying and pasting it for every single time a new video comes up. When I upload my video, all I got to do is type in my description right here, put my timestamps, and put my blog if I'm pointing back to my blog, and that's it.
That's nice, AJ. I like that. Upload defaults, y'all. So you can do that in your creator studio.
Yep.
Okay, moving right along here. Anybody that wants to come on, there's a link to come on to do a channel audit. That link is in the video description as well as the checklist. Create an ad to place in your video. Some people, new channels, they can't monetize ads, but you can create your own ad.
Now you had to tell me on this because I haven't done this.
Oh, okay, cool. So this is roundup for me. I was like, I remember I get a lot of people that come on and they're like, well, Chris, I'm not monetized. I'm like, okay, well, let's think outside the box. So you can actually, what I did, even after I was monetized, I have somebody, if I had an affiliate, or let's say for AJ's camera, I would say, if you're interested in using this camera, I would literally record a commercial. It'd be a 20-second. If you like this, or you're interested in this, something I was using, clicking, the link is in the video description. So you're actually going to do a commercial, driving them to one of your links in the video description. So it's not like YouTube is placing the ad. They have to watch the ad that you create.
Okay. And now I just sit back and think about that. Like I sit back and look at other channels that I watch, and I know a couple of them. Like I haven't seen him in a while because they were moving from South Africa to here. D Tech or something like that. He used to do sponsors all the time, but he would sponsor himself. So he had a company and he would reference his company that was selling something instead of him.
Same thing, AJ. But you create the video because you've already got the customer there, the client. They're already consuming the content. Why give all your ad power away to somebody else? You can say boom, and it only takes a few seconds. If you like blah blah blah. For me, it was PropStream. If you're a real estate investor and you want to learn how to pull lists, skip trace data, go to krispropertydata.com. Thank you, and that's it. Then cut right back to your video.
I need to do that myself.
Yeah, man. Yep. We went over affiliates. We did that, and the last one is refer to another video you made. YouTube loves it. Let me change from likes. Loves. YouTube loves when you keep your audience on YouTube.
Yeah, that's and I saw it. Somebody asked about, do you get paid views? Yes, you do. And this is the secret of YouTube, going back to that as well too. You want to keep them engaged, because when they go down the YouTube spiral, if you initiated it, just like affiliate codes, you get the credit for keeping them there.
Yep.
If you were the doorway, if you started on one of Chris's videos, then you went to another video of Chris, then you went off into something else, and then you cut over to Tesla, and then you cut over to something else, you were the trigger that started that, and you get credit for that.
Yeah, they want you to keep them. So for us, I want to tell y'all how we work this. Refer another YouTube another video. Say, for instance, if I'm talking about, I don't know, lease options or whatever, I can say, go right over here, check out this video if you want to learn more about lease options. Boom. They click on that. You're keeping them. When you refer, I'm telling you, it's powerful. When you refer other people to YouTube, your rankings start to go up.
Especially with your checklist too. Build that into when you start working on a script, or if you do a script, your bullet points, reference your other videos. Just like when we were talking about this, I was like, hey, if you want to know about customizing the importance, look at the last video that me and Chris just did when we talked about why you need to customize your first screen. That's what you do. Not to just, hey, I need you to just stay here. You need to leverage your time. Why repeat the same thing that you already have a video about?
Wow. And you're giving too. It's like you're continually giving. Like, listen, I can't cover that now. We already did that. Boom, go right there.
Yeah, like Michael Jackson, he has a lot of hits. When he goes back, he doesn't re-record Billie Jean over and over and over again when he was still alive. No, I already recorded that. You go listen to that.
Sweet. So listen, guys, that is our checklist. We got one guest getting ready to come on. I see you healing. Give me 1 second. Download your checklist. You got to have your checklist. This is how I live by. I live by the checklist, even in real estate. Boom. Did we get this? Did we get the title search? Did we get the contract? Did we get the CMA? Did we get the memorandum recorded? Has the seller already turned in the HOA docs? So get your checklist round up. It's free. AJ and I took time out of our lives. We have over 105,000 subscribers to help you build your channel, influence, and income. Yes, brother AJ, anything else you want? Or if you're going to come on live, the link is in the video description to come on. Anything you want to add before we bring our first guest on, AJ?
Nope. I think we covered it.
Yeah, the question too. Patrick and Tammy Jenkins. Hey.
From
1 second. Smith. Devora. So you guys doing well. Posted the first video no matter how not so good it was. Good for you. Hey, what tell about people that are scared to do it, even if it ain't great?
It don't matter. Just start. Because I mean, what's the old statement? You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. There you go.
Right. KFC, do you get paid for views?
Yes.
Yes, y'all. We get paid every second of the day. Every second of the day. I want y'all to understand that and get it through your mind, because it took me some time. We get paid every second of the day. It's not like real estate. See, the thing about real estate, I know without a shadow of a doubt, Saturday and Sunday, I ain't getting no money. Ain't nobody buying no house on Saturday and Sunday because all the title companies closed. All holidays. Half the time, Monday, real estate people, we don't even want to get up on Monday, right? So with the internet, every's cranking all the time. Healing, what's up, bruh?
What's up, man? Peace, my brothers. How y'all
Hello.
doing?
Doing good, doing good.
Good to see you back, man. What you got?
Excellent.
We getting back to the
I
channel?
got
Or
great news, bro. You said what, G?
we getting back to your channel, or what? Where you at? What we need?
Oh yeah, we get back to our channel. Hey, I applied what you said, brother AJ, to the channel, and you know what? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I did have questions as far as because I applied it to the orange juice. You'll see it. The channel.
Pull it up now.
Okay, for sure. Yeah. The orange juice video, I applied all the thumbnail, all the tags with them, and I did the thumbnail, and it was just like I don't know. I was trying to figure out what am I missing in order to get the growth. Yeah, that one.
Let's see. Well, let me go back first. Let me look at the thumbnail. AJ, do we look at the thumbnail?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. So you talking about the what you didn't know about fresh squeezed orange juice.
I like that title, AJ. What about you?
Yeah, I mean I like it too. I'm getting ready to do a little
I like that title, Healer.
Appreciate that, y'all. I implied what you said. You said to put a question in the first sentence and then say whatever you want to say afterwards.
I like that. What you didn't know about. Now, I'm concerned about. Now, let me ask you what you didn't know about fresh squeezed orange juice. AJ, his thumbnail and the video title doesn't have to be the same.
No, it doesn't. It just needs to be your thumbnail. Like it depends. Like sometimes it can be a shrunken down version of that, as long as they match. So like right now, your topic is or your question is what you don't know about what you didn't know about fresh squeezed orange juice, and then how juicing oranges can save your life. I like that one, and that's more impactful and emotional than that other one. So it's almost kind of like you it's a two-pronged approach. You got people who you can win over with your thumbnail to where they're like almost like, man, what in the world is he talking about? I want to go. Or your statement or whatever you're trying to answer will get people. So they don't necessarily have to be the same, but you don't want them to conflict with each other.
Right.
You know, you don't want it to be like, how can orange juice save your life? And then in your topic is like, hey, you ain't got to worry about your life because this video ain't talking about that. Something like that.
Right. Because I learned that.
Go ahead, Healing. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say I learned that from like Russell Brunson. You know, that's something they like. You know, the bigger YouTubers they have like basically like two different titles, and he was explaining how like the thumbnail people are image people. That's why on the advertising they spend so much money on the image and whatnot. They don't really focus on, I guess, as much as the title. It does matter, but as far as it's just getting you in the door. So that's why I was trying to work on the thumbnail. You hear me?
Yeah.
Did a thumbnail smart. AJ, I want to ask you. I'm concerned about the keywords in the title, though. I think it's keywords. See, the thing about you probably already know this. Keywords in the thumbnail, the keywords have to bring the people in, but the thumbnail they're gonna see it. But when they type in those keywords, I don't think they're gonna type in what you. Well, I don't know. AJ, tell me about that, bro.
Well, it all depends because the idea is the keywords. So I'm looking at your keywords right now.
We got to start with the title, though.
Yeah, and I mean, and then because the idea is your title of your video, you want to get people be inquisitive for them to get there. But then when somebody, so like right now, you got to think, if you type in your title right now. So if I take your title and type that into YouTube right now, does that give you a list at all? Right now, when I type in that entire title that you have,
bring it up, AJ. I'm gonna leave mine over here. We'll bring it up. Bring it up on that.
Let me get you over here. All right. So if I type in this title right now, as you see, nothing is being searched for on that topic right now.
Okay.
But so, for example, if I start and erase this and just do what you didn't, that's what people are looking for right now.
Blow that up, AJ. What are they looking for? What you didn't know about Samsung, Apple, dance practice. They ain't got nothing to do with orange juice.
Yeah. So it's nothing to matter with the title, but you got to think, yes, you're making a content because that's what you want, but you want people to come to it. So the idea is just like if you have a store, you can have the greatest, newest, flyest, hypest Air Force Ones. But if you don't put it in a wording that what people want to see,
anybody gonna know? Yeah,
no one's gonna know about it. Even if your content is hot. Like right now, what's the biggest thing that has been going on today? The inauguration. So is it going to be, I don't mean this to be in the wrong way. You might actually find this. Is it like day somebody gets kicked out? Is that going to find what you really want? You may get something about the inauguration, but people are looking for United States inauguration.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So like right now, your topic, whatever your video is based about, is like know about fresh squeezed juice, and then you're talking about how it can save your life. The other thing you want to say is whether it be in the words that are in your image, your thumbnail, or your title, repeat them again in the body of your description.
Okay.
Down here.
Yeah, repeat it again somewhere. Just because the way the system works is looking at your image, is looking at your title, is looking at your tags, and it's just additional real estate to repeat those words. Now, you got to be careful how you do this because you can get flagged the wrong way if you do this. Like some people would just take all the tags that you just did, and they would just put them in the body of the description. You can't do that.
Yeah,
you get in trouble for that. What you would do is, you ever been, back in school when we had the spelling test and you had to use a word in a sentence? And I used to be like, you use broccoli in a sentence. Today's word in English was broccoli. In a sentence. In other words, you got to be creative when you do that in your description. Use the tags that are popular, but rephrase it in an actual applicable sentence to what you're doing. And now you're using and doubling up the tags that are popular, that what people are looking for in your description.
Okay.
So like you could be like, oh, what you don't say, everybody was looking for fresh squeezed orange juice.
That's a big one, no doubt.
That one will get you a lot of stuff if you look at that. So if I look up fresh squeeze, if I look up fresh squeezed orange juice right now, it's a ton of stuff, but you see everybody's looking for this. So let's add the underscore. And now look what everybody's looking for: fresh squeezed orange juice, juice machines, juice benefits.
I like that. That benefits. I like that's a good word.
Yeah, or good for you, for health. So for me, if I was doing your video in the description, because those tags are going to lead people. If you had this in your description, in your title or whatever, your video would show up. So in here, it'd be like, hey, in today's video, we're going to be talking about how fresh squeezed orange juice, there are plenty of benefits to having fresh squeezed orange juice. It's good for you to have fresh squeezed orange juice. And it can actually be very healthy to use fresh squeezed orange juice. See, I just did all three of those top items right there in a way in my description that just tripled your tags, but you're actually using them in a sentence. Because the idea is like you have good content, you have to make it, in other words, just like the store analogy, you need to put up a sign saying we're open. We got fresh squeezed orange juice because that's what people are looking for. So you need to let them know what they are looking for, not what you want them to look for. What are they looking for? And then link your content to what people are looking for.
I think it's on the way, man. You got the thumbnail healing. I think we got to just work on the keywords. And where is the video description at, dog? How come on long video description?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Why don't I see any video description here?
I usually have more, but I was something about the link because you know what, you're right. I probably should, because if you check on any other ones, it's just I had so much and I had so much in bulk because I upload every single day and
Wow.
whatnot. Yeah, yeah. I even uploaded today actually because I really wanted him to see after this one too. Like what does he think of that one?
You got one more?
Yeah, it's just the one recent today.
That's this one.
Yeah.
Reverse cataracts. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm bugging. My bad, AJ.
Okay.
Oh, you got Sabi. I like that. That's smart. The cure to cataracts. Dr. Sabi, you got some good words here. Cure, cataracts, Sabi,
Yeah.
alkaline. I don't see sight in here though. Go ahead, AJ.
I was just gonna say I would change that to
Yeah, take that out.
how to cure cataracts. Because right now, when I put that up, what shows up if I search for it is cure cataracts without surgery. Now, this is a good thing. It's only two things that show up in YouTube when you're looking for that. It's how to cure cataracts for your dog and then how to cure cataracts without surgery, which is a good thing. That means that the fact that it's showing up, people are searching for that, but they are specifically looking for how to cure it without surgery or for a dog. So you nail that. That's you have a 50-50 chance that's what you're going to get the people who are looking for it. Because like if I search for this right now, this was done 3 years ago, 1 year ago, 5 years ago, 7 months ago, 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 6 months ago, but that's not even really tying to it. Right here, your video would be the most recent one if anybody was looking for that, and they obviously are.
Look at that over there. Those tube buddy settings, AJ. At the very top, he's got some green, a lot of green going on over there to the right.
Yeah, because it's very good. It's not a lot of search volume, and the competition is excellent because there's not that many people doing it.
Man, shit, you gotta. Healing, I was thinking about you too, man. Let me tell you what old people don't like.
Appreciate that,
and I'm telling you this lovingly. We don't like to listen to young people.
Man, I'm glad you admitted it. Yeah, for sure.
I'm just saying. You know who told me that? Ron LeGrand. He told me that. He was like, "I'm gonna tell you about making your videos. Old people, we don't like listening to young people." So I just think that's a hurdle. Once again, lovingly. The hurdle just got to get over, man. That's all.
Why do you think that is, though?
Well, that's just because people just don't, because you're at, and I deal with this as well too. I mean, I was young and I was 13 trying to teach choirs, and most of my people were double my age. They didn't want to listen to me because it's not to play on all the stuff that's going on with the inauguration, but it's a transfer of power. By the fact that they have to get information from you, that means to the majority of people, they are not in control anymore, which most people are scared of. So what I sit back and think when Kris was giving you that suggestion, you can still do the same thing, but talk to the people who are the caregivers of the older people.
That's a good point, man. Good point.
So anyway, like you're talking to their kids who are watching after their mom and dad that are having issues with their eyes.
That's wow.
That's powerful.
That is, you know who does that, man? Kathy Guilford, I think she comes on. There's a commercial talking about mom in the home or whatever. I forget the name of it. But they're not even talking about mom. The ad is talking to the kids.
Like the home for a place for mom.
They ain't even talking to mom. Like mom is irrelevant. They're talking to the kids. That's a good point. Anyway, Hurley, I just said when you came on last time or whenever it was, I'm like, the old people, they don't like, it's just a Ron LeGrand. He says it more eloquent than I can, but yeah, it's just challenging dealing with grumpy old people, brother, who are more willing to. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, wouldn't it have to be a little bit more, I guess, be in correlation with insecurity? Because I mean, I'm telling you right now, if a 7-year-old can teach me how to make $20 million, I will listen to that 7-year-old. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just dealing with health, of course. You dig?
Well, yeah, it depends on where you're at. You know, because like I deal with, like, I just had a call with a guy who's 67 years old, and he's listening to me on how to do video stuff. And I also have a 12-year-old that wants to listen. It's how you learn to develop that relatability and know your audience.
Yeah.
Like I did a video the other day that was talking about, honestly, from a media ministry standpoint, it's a joke that we like Chris, same thing. We're in band. We had jokes about people who can't keep rhythm, who can't sing, who can't play. We know that as a music. So we'll say that's an inner circle joke. But how do you make that applicable to other people that is still funny, but you're not attacking them? And that's kind of like how you do it. So to words, you need to know that, hey, this video, I'm targeting the younger generation to talk about their parents who are knuckleheads that don't want to listen. But then if you want to make a video directly to them, you need to the actual people that need this information, you have to change and meet them where they're at, so that you're disarming them so that they don't have that, oh, what's this young blood like this. You could come into the whole point of like, you know what, I'm doing this video because I lost somebody important in my family to this. This is the reason why I'm talking about that. So it's not about I'm talking to you because I'm young and I know everything. I'm sharing this because I saw how this affected Aunt Mabel or Uncle blah, blah, blah. And this, yeah. Now you disarm them to now it's like, he's not just trying to tell me. He's saying this because he's seeking catharsis. He's trying to help because he saw the struggle of it.
Reason why. Do you have one of those for one healing?
I'm sorry, brother.
Do you have one of the reason why that you can share with your audience for
my grandmother, she had cataracts. And you know what too? And I remember in school, you know, I think it was like elementary is one of those things where they give you like, what is it like they give you, you know, the opportunity to see like, what is it like to live like people who have disabilities. And it was like one of these things you put on your eyes, and it's like to see how people with cataracts see. And I'm telling you, it was not a fluid vision. You know what I'm saying? Like you really couldn't see well a lot. I was like, wow, this is something my grandma faces. And she faces that like literally every single day. And a lot of times that I remember, you know, just holding up a book or something, like she couldn't, you know, she'll be struggling to read it. Like, oh, I always have to get my reading glasses and your reading glasses. And then it's just like, it should be normal print. And I really didn't feel comfortable really having to see her and struggle like that. Because if you see something right here, you should be able to see something right here. And you know what? It's like I was saying this, you know, we weren't born to have glasses, because if we were born with them, we would have had them when we came out the womb. That means we weren't supposed to have them. You know, put the body in nature and it will heal itself. But are you being nature? Are you being natural? Are you living a natural lifestyle?
But see, and I agree with you. But in that, now I know you're talking to us, but I could feel that if that's how you came off, I would go in defense mode, because like, it's almost like, yeah, I know he's right, but I don't want to admit that he's right.
I don't even want to think about that. I just get my glasses.
Well, yeah. And I think, and honestly, not trying to give you ideas, but what I thought about in that whole process while you were talking about that, you know how that's powerful to me. I would put something over my camera and force people to see from that perspective.
I like that.
To where like, oh my gosh, I can't see what's going on. And it's like, now you're doing a monologue of like, this is what my grandma had to experience.
Wow.
Do you see how difficult it is? You can't understand what I'm doing, this, and this. I mean, you know, you're a storyteller, you're a content creator, bless you, to where you're trying to show them that I'm on your side, and the information I'm giving is not just to line my pockets. I'm trying to help you with this little bit of knowledge that might make your day a little bit easier, life a little bit easier.
Yeah.
If you force people to be in their shoes, as in like, you know, put a disclaimer, this video effects are done for this video or something, some wording like that, and jack the video up to where like people can't see, they can only see partial stuff. And it's like, how would you like if this is how you saw it? You know, it's people, when you experience cataracts, this is how you view the world. Can you see? Do you see how not clear it is? And this, and this. And once you've identified with them, now they're like, man, this dude knows exactly what I'm going through. And you've disarmed them.
Wow.
That's powerful.
So show them that you can relate. Show them that you can
What does
relate.
it demonstrate? Yeah, whatever it is, demonstrate it.
It's like nobody knows how much you know until they know how much you care.
Yeah. Nobody cares how much.
Okay.
Oh yeah, sorry. There you go.
Well, I feel that you care, man. Just being young, and unfortunately, dog. And I'm telling you this because one, I love you. Two, I've been there.
I love
Three,
you, brother. I love
yeah,
both of y'all. You hear me?
yeah.
Yep.
So it's like if you come, almost like old people, we just man won't want to listen. So I think your approach is going to be everything for you.
And you see that too, like, because real talk, are we talking about just being old? Like, you know what? The word old is synonymous with death.
Well, I'm just giving us a framework so people watching will know. I guess how would I say it?
And you see that, and I get that, and I'm not saying that I'm nitpicking with you, but I'm saying that as far as as for us, as our people, we really live for eternity because healthy people do not die.
Yeah. So what would I reference people? What would I reference? A different generation? How would I say that?
A different generation. I mean, we all can see qualities that we see within what is known as my age to your age, and this whole thing is really trying to keep race of something that isn't existent. It's time.
Well, we don't forget we still have to be relatable to people who understand what the hell we're saying.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So I'm just saying, in that same mindset, yeah, I completely agree. There's certain views that I have that I know that I can't release that whole thing yet. Now, I'm not saying that you stop believing that. Like, I hear what you, and I agree with what you're saying, but some people can't handle a 12-pound steak at the very beginning. Okay. So in other words, you have to have stages of entry to where let people earn their way up to understand who you are and your mindset, the purpose for why you do what you do. So like if I came off jump with my personality of what I really feel about media ministry and stuff, I turn people off immediately because I have a very strong opinion about it. But I don't tell everybody that. It's like once you've earned your way to that level, like for example, in your videos, a Facebook group to where you are dropping all this information. Again, this is in that store mentality. You are looking for people to be investors in what you're doing. You don't hit people from day one who walk into your store with that info. You're gonna run them off. And I really think that's what it is. You have great information, but sometimes you have to pull it back to make them, because people would rather you get more people around with the concept of loss than anything else. Of what FOMO, the fear of missing out. I mean, you can get all the info and just be like, man, this is this, and this. You know what? If you want some more information, make sure you check out our Facebook group where we're talking about this and this. And then if they've made that next step, then you can drop it, if you're trying to do it like that. But like if I go to Chris's video right now and he starts talking about, well, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to get a loan, you need to be able to do this, you need to do a lean. And I'm like, whoa, let me find somebody else, because that's great info, but I'm not there. That's too much.
Yeah, you ain't way there. I think healing is super sharp. I mean, dude, you know all this stuff, man. It's truly amazing what you have learned.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I had to study this, and and you know what too? It's a lot of studying between books, and it has to do a lot of studying, like an in-depthness, like as far as within ourselves, because a lot of times if you go to these medical doctors and hospitals and whatnot, you say what?
They're gonna give you a pill.
Yes, you dig what I'm saying? They give you a pill and whatnot. And the thing is that they give you a pill, something for your eyes. They give you something for your eyes, but the side effects is you get a headache. So now that you got a migraine, they give you a pill for that. When you get the migraine, it's a side effect for your knee. And you see, and you just become a customer for life, because you see that they don't really cure things. And really that word is a cure that you can get sued for. You can get in legal trouble, but you can use words and jump around. That's why we use a lot of stuff like reversing it and whatnot.
Sweet.
And I just think too, as far as like, it's just a misconception, because I think, there's stuff right there, put there right in front of you. Like when people say, like they go to, people go to the hospital, the word hospital, the word hospice. Hospice is a place where people go when they're dying or close to state of death. So what sense does it make for people to give life at a place where there's a hospital, where there's death?
Wow.
So when people are going there to expect to get well out of hospital, their job is not there to get you well. It's in the word. It's in the context of it.
You might want to do a video on that too. All right, what else we got? We done. We good with him, AJ?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Tell
right,
me
get
what,
that shot, brother Healing.
okay, I just want to know what else thing? Like, I mean, as far as how does my channel look? Because I feel like I gotta grow. I gotta grow. I'm trying to get a big kick. You know what I'm saying? What else do I need?
Keep doing what you're doing.
But yeah, you got just more content.
I mean, what you got is good. Keep doing that. But it's like you're never gonna know. Like I think who was it? TD Jakes even says a lot of times it's like people are like doing one thing and then they give up before 90 days. No, just keep going. Like literally put your head down, keep repeating, stop looking at the views, and just keep going.
Look at the views, dog.
I've been doing this for years, but I mean, like, okay, so don't look at the views, but I've been doing this for years, and I've been doing daily uploads for so many days, and I think even some month, like I did 5 uploads every single day, and then it's just like, but now I dropped it back down to daily uploads every single day is still. So it's like I don't know. I'm just kind of like, I'm feeding the algorithm. I'm waiting for the results.
Well, you got to don't forget to change your homepage. This is homepage, AJ. Still got to do that.
And then the only other thing else I would say about that, and this is kind of I don't know how you receive this, but do you actually believe you're going to be successful in this?
Absolutely.
Okay. Does it show through in your videos?
What do you mean? Like the numbers coming through?
No. If I watch your video, can I see just like the passion that you're doing right now? Is that coming through in your videos?
Absolutely. I don't know who else to be but myself.
Then just keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
And like I said, I know you've been doing it for years. I've been doing this in 2006, and nothing started happening until the last 2 years.
Wow.
Since 2009, Haley.
Wow.
I didn't jump to 2017.
But you were doing other stuff, Chris. I read your book. I bought it too.
Yeah, I was doing. I'm just saying I've been on YouTube since 09, but I didn't jump, to 17. So
okay.
All right, we got to keep moving, dog.
Okay, for sure.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, brothers.
Yep.
Appreciate the advice and the counsel. Y'all have a great one. Peace, love, and light.
All right, you're looking good, man. That's a positive brother.
Yep.
I can't wait to see him jump off, man. I'll be like, I knew him when he was a young man. He's still a young. Well, he said I can't call him young. Darn, what is he? Oh, darn, I messed up. What's old and young? I don't know. I don't know.
I just call everybody folks.
Folks. What do you think? Are we just folks? Young? You can't even say young folks.
Only when I call young folks when I'm talking about my daughter. Somebody that I'm related to, then I can say young. Everybody else, you never know how people receive it. Man, you old. What? I'm 5 years older than you. I mean, you old.
Terry, thank you so much. I really, really needed this. I don't get any love at home. I'm just like the slave driver at home, man. I get here. Everybody's like, Chris, when you show up, I'm like, do y'all know who I am? Do you have to push your daughter too, AJ?
Oh, all the time. Like this morning, I'm like, hey, let's roll. Like I run this like a tight ship. Let's go.
They don't know.
I'm tired, Daddy. I don't care. Let's roll. Like I'm trying, and like I had to sit down, but I slowed her down. I said, look, this was your first year in school, so you didn't have the experience of buses. I need you to understand, no matter how tired you are, you need to be able to control yourself. Because if that bus is at 7:05, I need you to be able to get up and get to that. You didn't have a bad night. You're choosing to have a bad night. That's your choice. And you can choose to have a good day. That's you. So let's get up. Let's go.
I ain't listening to you, Dad. You know nothing. Devorah, can you show us an example of how to get some of those pages? I posted and I was working for a place where he said last week, put in keywords, or did I misunderstand that? Some of what pages? Darn it.
I think the little tabs on the side from like TubeBuddy that shows you the breakdown.
You got to download that. You got that, Devorah? TubeBuddy. Oh yeah, Eddie and I. I'm sorry, not Eddie. AJ and I both have TubeBuddy. KE, great hearing from you. Appreciate you for sharing. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's get out of here, AJ. Final thoughts. Make sure you guys, AJ and I created the upload checklist. It's in the video description. Get it, download it. It's free. Use it when you upload a video. Subscribe to the channel. Like AJ, what do you got to leave for them? People that are getting started on YouTube.
Get started and use the stuff that we talk about. Start applying it. If you don't apply it, you're just going to be the exact same place you were last week.
Mm-hmm. Do the video. I'm the same way. I want to tell y'all, it does not get any easier. Every video I do before I get up there, I'm like, is anybody going to even is anybody going to watch this stuff? Who cares? Well, I can't speak for AJ, but for me, it's like I have resistance every time I get in front of the mic, every time I cut the camera on. And I'm like, I'm the dude, I got, a huge following. And I still second guess. I still think it could be good enough. I still think that I can do it better, so you're never you have to, my mentor says, Chris, you got to understand the fear. Don't overcome it. Understand it. Don't try to overcome it, because you try to beat it, overcome it, it turns into a battle. Just understand, okay, I can deal with that. Get your checklist. I promise you that checklist is going to help you get this thing done.
Yep.
All right, y'all. That's it, AJ?
Yep.
Roundup, I love you guys, man. I want you to succeed and get paid. 2021 is the year to get paid. All right. We'll see you soon. Next video.
Later.
Subscribe, like the content, share with anybody else that's getting started on YouTube. Download the checklist in the video description. See you next week. Peace.
Later, folks.
Yeah, every Wednesday. AJ, I got you, right?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
I got them, y'all, for you. I got AJ.